done and we'll drink some beer.
Okay, perfect. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, I'm ready too. This is my first year out here in the Northwest, and I've heard how great this beer stand is. We're here at Caldwell Night Rodeo, and I'm going to introduce to you Mr. Curt Ruehl, and he's going to explain to us how great the Coors Corner is. The beer stand here at Caldwell is so popular. How long have y'all been putting it on for?
Well, that goes way back before my time. I've been on the board for 22 years, I believe, and it's been way before that. Caldwell's always been known for the Coors Corner, and now I'm just been involved with it for 10 years directly. It's one of a kind, and we have a lot of fun.
So what are one of your responsibilities of being in charge of the Coors Corner?
Well, we've got to make sure that beer's cold, number one. That's bottom line, and we do that. Probably between the two beer stands, we have 30 plus volunteers that make it all flow. I just start early. We make sure things are clean. I've got two other directors that oversee all the gals that pour, and basically I just get things ready, and they make me look good.
How do you serve so much beer and keep it the coldest beer in the Northwest?
I'll show you how we do it. This is where it all happens. At night, when the rodeo's going on, this is a sea of people. We've got volunteers out here checking IDs. We check everybody's ID here at Caldwell, and we have 12 taps set up in here. So you can see there's no kegs. Great volunteers, pulling taps, serving beer. Okay, here's the cooler. Obviously, we keep it locked up because it's pretty special to us. Come on in. Okay, welcome to the cooler. We keep it at a balmy about 29 degrees in here. Figured out exactly where it freezes, and it's just below that, so we try not to go below that. We keep a stack of about 48 kegs here, all tapped in a series. There's a series of 4 kegs. Comes from the CO2 that's outside, into this keg, out of this keg, into this one, out of here, into this one, and then up the lines that go on those tubes that'll serve in the tap. So when it comes out of that tap, it's 29 degrees, so 30 degrees. The CO2 never touches the beer that you're drinking because you're pushing from the back constantly. You can drink a lot of beer here and not get a headache. After we pump it out of the kegs, it goes up these lines, comes right through here, down the wall. So we've got all the lines, and it goes directly into an 8-inch tube full of ice. That tube goes all along to all the taps and straight up into the glass.
How many kegs do you think you go through each night?
Well, it depends on a night. Tuesday, Wednesday is family night. We don't go quite through as many on them, but by the time Friday, Saturday rolls around, we shotgun, which is coming out of 2 taps at a time. We'll fill a glass in about 3 seconds or less, 16-ounce beer, and we can actually blow a keg in about 13 minutes. Yeah, I go through over 50 kegs just on a good Saturday night, hundreds through the week. Another great thing at Caldwell that we do, in about a week or two, depending on the season, right after the rodeo's over, we also open up the beer booth and sell Bloody Marys in the morning and some beer at the football game. And as you can see right here, the football field, that part of the deck is on the football field, and right at the end of the end zone is Caldwell Night Rodeo's property, and we have a beer garden in here. We sell a lot of drinks to the fans during football, and all the proceeds go back to Caldwell Night Rodeo and our Western Heritage Foundation, which gives more scholarships to the youth. We also donate back to the college and other organizations in the community.
Met up with Mr. Corley here, and tell us a little bit about the rowdies and the civvies.
You know, Juan, I've been here for 34 years, and when I came here, the actual west side of this arena was like it is now, with tall bleachers and all the way down. It had a heck of a crowd. On the other side, they had 2 little sets of grandstands that went about 4 high. That was it. There might have been 20 people sat over there, but I immediately started calling them the rowdies, simply because they sat on the offside, the sun was in their eye, they didn't see anything for the first 45 minutes, But the only beer stand out here at this rodeo was on their side. They had no problem getting cold beer, so I just started referring to them as the Rowdies. And I got to tell you something, they bailed in there. Within a couple of years, they had T-shirts that said Randy's Rowdies. Then they started building on bleachers, and pretty soon they became the main force. And the fun thing about it, it was Dale Woodard that was clowning here, and he came out and he goes, you know, I'm tired of hearing one word. He said, it's always Rowdies this, Rowdies that. He said, there's a whole other side over here. He said, these are the civilized fans. And thus the civvies were born. And so for years, I just didn't really pay a lot of attention to the civvies. Boy, they'd make them mad, and they were really the Rowdies. But they just got a good competition, and it got to a point, this good committee allowed me to bring Hadley Barrett up here to work with me. And Hadley just was a natural fit. He became the leader of the civvies on this side. So over the years, and over 34 years, I might add, it's grown to be, I think, the best audience in rodeo. They just love to get involved.
Perfect. Well, I see you're a little partial to the Rowdies.
Well, yeah. It is, and if anybody ever wants to join us, get your tickets on the Rowdies side, if there's any left.
This is one of the great things about the Caldwell Night Rodeo. So please come and support it. Always a good time, always people in the stands, and one of the best rodeos in the Northwest. Come check out Mr. Curt and his... Come check out Mr. Curt at the beer tent.
Not a tent.
In a stand. That is right.
You're not drinking.
Oh.
You screw up, you gotta drink.